Hey friends, welcome back to another video. You can see we're back up to $64 now. Well, we've got pocket aces straight off the bat. Out of position, so going to raise it up quite sharp. See what he does here. Hopefully everyone's doing pretty well today. Hopefully continue the onslaught. No reason not to keep c-betting there with aces. King 3 is going to fold. If we continue, could easily have a king queen. If we're going to lose the hand, so be it. But we'll keep going all the way. We'll probably see a lot of folds here as well. Fine. So nice little board. Ace king, not the greatest. We're going to check here. We've got some back doors. Going to continue just to check here, trying to keep the pot control. Hopefully he's got a lower flush that he's chasing, and then we can actually get some re-raising from him on the river. All right, 5 is going to fold. All right, we're not going anywhere. Got a call 11. All right, so we're going to check here. Actually, no, we're going to bet and try and get some profit. Hopefully close behind with the jack. Unfortunate. Yeah, the other thing we could have done was maybe do a third bet. You consider like a blocker. But I think we'd need to throw the bet in, because if we don't throw the bet in, it's going to check behind anyway, and then we just lose out. So I think if we do check, I guess we could call, and then we're keeping bluffs. All right, pocket 3 is going to try and get a fold. Same as 7s, going to play him quite similar. All right, so 7's winning the flop. Beautiful. 7 3s need to hold up while we're in front, because most of those hands won't survive to the river. Okay, we'll 3-bet 7 6 suited. 7s are gone, and we'll open up 7s as well. So when we're not opening up the 7s, and there's multiple people in the hand, you can't really expect to call there. Because if someone comes over the top and... all right, we 3-bet before pre-flop, so we're going to continue c-betting here. Also, 8 of spades would be beautiful. We have a lot of equity on the turn coming, so we can actually barrel the turn if he doesn't believe us. 7, same thing again. Just squeeze the ace jack in the position. All right, so now we have a gut shot. I think we've got a good hand here if he checks behind. But it's quite big though. Thing is, he didn't bet the turn. So maybe he is making the hand. I don't believe he's got a king. Because he's got a king, he's actually betting the turn. But the draws did come out, so it's probably a spot where you want to call if it's a what do you call it? If there's nothing there. Like if it's a, what do you call that card? I forget the word, but when it misses and everything, misses a draw, misses a flush, then we can call. Forget the actual turn. It'll come to me later. All right, king 10's folding, 5-2's folding all around. Got a bad start to the session so far. Open up king 7. One of the best things about the big blind display is we don't have to really get used to when we move up the ranks. When we move up to the next level, it's going to feel exactly the same. Obviously, people do play differently though. All right, hit the 7. I should probably bet there actually. Was going to fold. The bottom left, bottom right anyway. 7 could be good, but it could have a 10. So we can't value bet ourselves in. I don't think there's anything value there. All right, it's going to open. I'm not going to 3-bet 2s, even though we probably could. All right, I'm going to call 8s. We could check raise 8s here. Definitely could check raise here with 8s. All right, see where he's sitting there. Shoves it all in. Oh, wow, twos. Yeah, okay, at tens. He was good. He showed it anyway, just in case he thought we had jacks. But we're really defending ourselves against two overcards. He shoved all in, so it's a good scenario to, like, if we do that with aces, kings, or queens, it's going to be very good. Misclick for... That was a misclick. All right, I'm going to raise it up with ace jack. Can be for value. Our overcards can be good there. You do have king high that we're in front of. Also going to check here, I think. All right, ace three, just going to call. Ace check missed. Probably could have bet this one, actually. All right, ace three, we've got bottom pair. I'm not going anywhere with this. All right, they've got a gut shot, so I'm going to bet it. Plus we have a three, so if we land a three on the river, a three calls, that would be juicy. All right, we'll call. Could be higher. I'll try bet in, see what happens. He doesn't have the diamond, just going to fold like that. Beautiful. Ace high, I don't know. If he's got pocket pairs, he's going to win, but I'd say he's got a straight there. Maybe not. Maybe he's got a book and he's just slow playing. Either way, I think we're in terrible shape. All right, queen jack, top pair, okay, kicker. I'll be checking this fine as well. All right, so if he checks here, he's given up. So I'll throw a bet in. We should win the hand. Beautiful. All right, we'll defend queen 10. That shot. We'll put some pressure on him if he checked, but he didn't. All right, we'll try and win the hand now. I've got trips. How many? I was going to check behind. Yeah, save some money. I was thinking about betting there. I felt a little bit. Didn't believe it. Sevens should have bet there. I misclicked it. All right, ace king, get a 3-bet. All right, continue betting there. All right, we'll continue there. I'm not going to get many folds here. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have c-bet there with jack 9-8. I know better than that. Yeah, I shouldn't have bet there. That was silly. All right, we'll value bet queen 10. So we can get 9s or 8s to call there, but they didn't. Yeah, I shouldn't have bet there with the ace king on the c-bet. Too much of a protected board. You never to get folds there. Most times people have a jack or at least a draw that they'll just never fold. So it was sort of just one of those c-bets that didn't make sense on our part. Anyway, they're at queen 10. They're drawing here. Got 2 overcards. Not going anywhere. Definitely raising it. All right, Jack's raising. Hopefully he shoves over the top. Nope. All right, we'll call Jacks. No. All right, we'll fold, but yeah. Pet there's a cards we would have called. Three bet king four. Ace 10 hit top pair. Hopefully he checks behind and then we'll throw a value bet on the river. All right, hit two pair, get a bet quite big. Was only going to value bet small, but since we hit quite well, why not? Can check here. Got an open ender though, so we're not going anywhere. All right, hit the straight. We're better. 6-4 suited. Get a bet this one. Continue the bet. The board's paired up though, which is a bit of an issue. Throw a small bet in. All right, calls. All right, nice. All right, ace king. Get a gain a bet, full bet. If he shows all in, I think we can call. All right, king queen get a 3-bet. Fives don't look good at this stage. King queen wins the c-bet. He got a straight. He tried to slow play the straight as well. He had the one hand that we weren't really going to do anything with. All right, so we're winning some hands, but we're not winning big pots at this stage. We're winning some decent hands though, which is nice. Queen two, call. It's most likely he's going to hit something there. Hopefully he checks to us, then we can bet and win the hand. All right, so it's going to hit his range anyway. All right, so I'm going to throw a bet in here. Hopefully he calls with the 9. Also could be value betting ourselves a little bit too thin here. Yeah, 10, so nice. That's another hand that was going to call. That was a nice thin value bet. All right, going to 3-bet lightly. With ace 8, he folds. Ace jack wins as well. Beautiful. Couple of nice little hands everywhere. All right, 9s, you should know that we're going to bet there. All right, we'll get a gut shot. Wish we in a bet. Continue betting. We have not given up 9s just yet. If he calls again, we're in trouble though. Gotta say 10s. We played a fine. We slowed up. Cannot give 3 cards away. We played a fine. If he had ace king or overcards, he definitely would have probably folded the turn. So after that, we didn't gain any more or lose any more than we should have. It dongs into us. Ace 5, easy fold. A gut shot. We're going to bet. I can see the 10 on the turn. All right, considering the betting, we don't have position there. Problem. King Queen get a squeeze in position. King 9 gonna fold. Yeah, Ace 10's folding. All right, we're gonna check here. Actually, a multi-way pot. We're not going to check there. Unsuited hand. We want to end the hand as quick as we can. Gonna defend King 4 suited. Could pop it up to 3-bet. All right, so we're gonna throw in a bet, try and get some value from a jack. Fold. Ace jack's folding. C-betting with ace jack offsuit though. Did throw a value bet, but unfortunately they folded when we had that king suited hand before. So we go. All right, A6 suited, probably question that one. Probably should have folded. It's at the bottom end, but now we've got positions, so definitely interesting. It's easy to play in position. Should just win the hand, hopefully. Hard hand for him to hit. So if he can hit 10, if he doesn't have a pair in his hand, he's just going to fold a lot of other hands. I've got wins. All right, we'll open the Queen 10 offsuit. All right, we'll call and hope for 9. Set 9. I was hoping you'd bet there, but he missed. Didn't lose any value. Well, if anything, we did lose maybe if we bet a flop, but even still. All right, jacks are checking that one over card. The bet's not going anywhere immediately. Still could have the best hand with jacks. We'll call one more. You must realize we might have something. You might think we're trapping as well. All right, I'm going to let go. Was a multi-way pot. We did give ourselves the best chance to win that hand. I think possibly he could have had nothing, but at the same time, there's a multi-way pot, so it's more likely he's going to have something. He didn't bet the flop. Did bet the turn though. And we did call the turn, so we didn't just give it away. Out of position, King Queen's gone. Going to defend Jack 10. Cut shot with Jack 10. And we got top pair. King 8. I'm going to call out of position. It's going to a check call roll. Jack 10. Going to throw a bet in. Going to fold. 2. Ace on the river. I think we'll fine until the ace. Don't think he's going to keep firing with nothing there. Rebetting it, ace jack suited out of position. So we'll go on the higher scheme of things. Sixes are going to go C betting. All right, we'll bet this one, ace jack suited. Didn't have the same suit. If it was the same suit, we could probably float, or at least check, and see if we can get to the turn. But we had momentum, so. And a lot of people will try and set mine and get them to fold before they hit their card. All right, sixes. All right, king, queen suited, 3-betting from the small blind. Get a fire away. All right, shit out, set. Nice hand with king, queen. Was a multi-way pot. Dodged the bullet there. All low cards. If someone's got an ace, you think sometimes they call their case in the straight, even though it's a wheel. All right, two's going to fire. Hopefully extend the hand. Six is going to call. All right, here's set. We're going to keep firing away. Jack 10 in position. All right, six is going to try and be cheeky. Two pair of ace two. Let's keep firing away with set. If it's got aces or kings, it's going to bet bigger, hopefully. 7-6, wow. All right, so we didn't lose any value. Jack 10. We really wanted to stay hard on the river, on the turn, sorry. All right, I'm going to let go. Because even if we do hit a straight, we don't have to chew the best hand. They could easily have clubs. And also, obviously, we could be poisoned as well. Meaning that if we hit our hand, it helps their hand even better. All right, using position with Jack 9. Typically, if they start checking, they usually give up. All right, going to throw about ace 9 offsuit. Ace 9 really got great, but it's a blocker. The ball is gone. I take up Queen Jack. Get under the gun. I'm not going to squeeze, especially out of position. Tempting. All right, Queen Jack folding. Something I have to do is look more into the lower Broadway type hands. Because it's a spot I do fold a bit. Like 2-3 bets, and I think that's fine. All right, we're going to call with the A7. Had a lot of turn cards go away, but it wasn't it. Continues the heat, we're just going to let go. Maybe he's given up though, so we're going to bet this one. Beautiful. Use position. All cool. King 10, got top hand. Good kicker, we'll check behind. All right, we'll get some value in. Ace on the river's terrible for us, but hopefully he checks. All right, I didn't let go this one. I think we're unlucky. I think he just called floating on the turn. Just happened to catch the river. All right, ace 9, calling a 3-bet out of position. Okay, must have got ace king or ace jack, something like that, and he's missed. Really pay attention if they check through. Queen hits our range. Not saying it doesn't hit his, but we played it weak otherwise. And eight's fine. Playing in our favor at the moment, which is nice. All right, do a 3-bet ace jack. Open up ace 6. Ooh, we got ace king suited. We got queen 10 as well. All right, let's see betting. All right, queen 10 wins pre-fault. Hopefully he's only got king high and we win that hand, but I think he's going to throw a bet in here. Obviously we can't continue. We were drawing to a 9 on the river. Ace king get a C bet. Don't have a heart though. Alright, gonna 3-bet 7-6 suited. 3-bet 6s. In position, mind you. Love to see a call and then hit our set. Alright, we'll hit the king hopefully. Or he thinks that we hit the king. If he calls a hit, we hit the set on the turn, it's even better. One away. There was a with no one. King 5 rail. Okay. Interesting. 90 to go aggressive. Gotta be aggressive line. There was a shame with the 6s. King 5, it just tells you we're 3-betting, right? We're in the good spot there, but maybe if we find another barrel, he would have folded. All right, gonna call 8s in position. All right, we'll play Lord. Ash King suited beautiful. 8s for can't call if he throws another bet in. Very small bet though. Ace 3 we're betting. I think the fact is we're drawing for the nuts with the flush. There we go, unfortunately. He was short stacked. Probably could have argued default there as well. All right, 2-9's gone. Misclick on the 4s, just should have played it. All right, we'll fold 8-7. By the way, pot didn't have the same cards or the same suit. But we're drawing to second best hand. All right, 3s. In position, Jack 10. Throw a bet in. What was calling? A lot of set though. Unfortunately, he didn't call. We can throw a bet in with Jack 10 suited. We're actually drawing to a flush as well. Yeah, we missed the flush, unfortunately. And he shoves as well. All right, Kings is continuing. Up to see a fold with the King's hand. Nice. Yeah, still got top pair of ace-9. Jacks will fire away. Expect to see a bet with the Jack's hand. All right, Queen 10's calling. Cool. We should call in position. Queen 10 floating. Well, actually betting there, C betting. Didn't throw bet pre-flop. He's got something wrong with his hand. We're not giving up immediately. Check point. 7-5 steals it. Because he checked the flop. Very wet board. If he had something decent, he's going to bet there unless he had the absolute nuts. It was hard for him to be happy. All right, twos calling. We could check raise the twos maybe. Maybe not now. I think twos letting go. Yeah, well, this is what's going to happen there. Beautiful. Do we defend with 6-5? We could have folded. No, stand a bet for the sevens top hand. See what he does here. Multi-way pot. Queen Jack gonna fire again. All right. Do we let go with sevens? I think so. All right. Queens. And pre-flop. All right. King Jack out of position. Multi-way pot. Not ideal. Open ender will bet. Build the pot up a little bit. We'll get some folds. 3-bet ace-5 suited lightly. All right, King Jack's gone. Ooh, we'll hit the straight. All right, floating all around. Oh, we got kings. All right, we'll jam. Hopefully I have to see queens or jacks. Hopefully got there. Didn't cash out. All right, we'll defend 7-5 against the button range. All right, fortunately didn't get it, but we didn't pay. Didn't pay to make it through. Ace-5. He probably assumed he had the worst hand. Yeah, fours are gone. Didn't know what the other guy was going to do, so Jack's got a 3-bet. 3-bet, value bet. Two of a heat. Hopefully win the hand. Just got queens. It's going to be hard for him to do it as well, but show the win. Maybe it's a bluff. Maybe he could have fired. I should have fired another barrel. Should have fired another barrel in the turn. No, he could have king trash as well. right, king's a scary card. I think we call because we're drawing to a jack. Can you split? We really only got king or a flush. Definitely calls maybe offer maybe at a queen of spades. True bet king jack. Gives the button. Typically a wider range. Tens with small blind. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Squeezing with ace jack in position. No, not too tricky with tens. We've got to do that. Alright, ace 10's gone. Or ace 8's gone, sorry. Continue the heat with ace jack. Tell a story that we're going to king. And sometimes they hit a king and hit trips on the turn. Get stacks in, that'd be nice. Yeah, threw in all round. Probably should have threw betted a little bit more with ace 9, but it wasn't needed. Ace jack offsuit gets the button. Some nice little pre-flop wins. We'll call. No heart though. Just in case he's got 2 overcards, but I think if he had 2 overcards, he'd give up. On the river. And got shot with ace 4. We go to a split. Alright, got shot with ace 8 suited. Can we make a little thin value bet with ace high? Okay, but quite big. Multi-way pot as well. Ace 4. Fold. Yeah. He could have a full house though with the pair 8s and the 2 on the board. It's the reason why I did fold. I thought even if we hit the flush, we'd have second best hands there. It's not always going to run out like that. Okay, we'll just flat with ace 10 suited. Try and hopefully get 2 hearts lowered. And get people with lower 2 hearts in their hand. Then get flush over flush. Alright, so I've got backdoor. Not going anywhere at this stage. Let's have the jack of hearts comes out. We'll have an open ender flush draw. Okay, we could pretty much give up now. Hoping you get an ace in the river, but it still could be second best hand. So I think a fold here on the turn is going to happen. Open ender with Jack 10, get a better. So we've got no shadow in value as well. All right, letting go with ace 10. Even if we hit the ace, could be a second best hand. Yeah, I should have folded pre-flop to a 3-bet. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is call it a session. I don't feel great. I still feel like it's a good session, but it's during the week as well. Anyway, we'll finish off the fours and then we'll call it. Well, fours can hit a flush, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think this will be it. It'll be just a fold. And just like that, guys, the session's over. All right. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy the content and we'll see you next time. See you guys. Bye.